Wah. Oke. Wih. Screen is still a bit blurry, but whatever. It is fine. It's fine. Oh. Ow. Okay. Let me also really quickly. No, that. Come here and then. And link. Here and here. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Where do I want to start this? Where the heck did you just come from? In the chest. Right. I guess. What did I? Water bottle. Nah. Move that. Move this. Move that. Okay. What to do first? We can do the post for this. Dang it. One, two. Okay, so 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Five. Ah, hi, Bloody. How are you? I don't like the quality of the webcam right now. It looks blurry. Why is it like this? What about me? I'm doing okay. Like, if I do it like that, it's blurry. Do it like that, it's blurry. Put it to that, it's very, well, it's still blurry. How do I fix blurriness? What do I do? Ugh. I don't think there's anything I can do. It's just gonna forever be blurry, which I don't like. Do I invest in a new webcam that might make things not as blurry? I don't know, because I don't know what webcam to even get, if that's the case. Ugh. But yeah, I'm doing okie dokie, just doing some stitching today. Post because rude. It's forever gonna be this blurry and yellow, which I don't really like. Well, mostly it's gonna always be this yellow, which I don't like. Ugh. So yeah, it might just be a thing of like, if I don't like the blurry, I might as well get a new webcam, but I don't know what webcam to get. But yeah, what all did you do today, Platty? Did you do the lines? But yeah, does it actually look blurry? Or like, does it look fine? Like, does it look blurry, but is it fine? Ugh, I don't like how it looks. So, what I'm hearing is new webcam. Got it. And I don't know what webcam to get because it's like, I can't search for crafting purposes. Because it's just like, Like, webcams are mainly for the face. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. It's kind of blurry and quite fuzzy. Ugh. My room for the night. I see. But yeah, yay, blurry. I don't like the blur. I'm gonna look on Amazon. Amazon. Am I gonna be like, I don't want to stream anymore because it's blurry? Most likely webcam for PC. But I also am just like, what webcams do other people use? There's that. Yeah, no, I'm not getting that one. That's $139. No. Yeah, I quite frankly don't know which one to get, because I'm just like, ugh. No, let me test something. Hold on. Let me try something out, see if it actually works again. Because I did do a hard reset on my computer. So, let us actually test this. See if it works. If it does, then hooray. If not, oh well. But... oh no! Manti! I'm sorry. How did that even happen? Push it back, I guess. Let me quickly oh, I already have a battery in it. Okay. Let me unplug this and plug. Oh, where's the cord? Where is one of the cords? Not that. Over here. Yes. Okay. Let's try it out. I guess this works? Is this better? If so, then heck yeah. If not, then I don't know what else to do. Whoops. I'm gonna assume it's a bit better. Still a little bit blurry, but it is what it is. Than before. Yay! Yeah, I just pulled out my Canon camera and was just thinking, let's see if this works. Sakura, hi. 2, 4, 6, 7. Ah, my face. Face pat. Oh my god, no. 4. Your head, not your mouth. Yeah, I was sleepy jellyfish yesterday, so I had sleepy jellyfish model on, so it was a bit lower. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But how are you, Sakura? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so this is a lot clearer in a sense. There we go. That should be a bit more clear. Yeah, yay! Also, there's something that's been on my mind today, just because of something happening. And I've actually been thinking, do I actually try to do commissions for cross-stitching? Where part of me is a little, like, I don't know. It's always been asked if I did commissions, which I've always said no, but I'm like, what if I was to say yes to one just to see how it would go? Because it's like, I'm always very nervous because it's like, if I was to do a commission, it might be a thing of like I have to design the pattern, then get it confirmed by the person, then actually start stitching it, then mail it, and like the designing would be a little scary because it's like I don't know how to, like, I'm not a pixel artist, so yeah. And then it's also like the whole thing of like mailing it would probably make me very anxious, being like, what if it gets lost? What if it doesn't go there? Like, if it doesn't arrive on time, do I give a refund? Like, what do I do? Because then it's like one of my art pieces, like one of my pieces, is out somewhere, and it's like, yeah, it's gone. And now the person that commissioned doesn't have the piece, and yeah. It's spooky. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Waiting for an internal trading form for my postcards to come out. Nice! I was heckin' nervous. Oh no, Zakada. His old key. But yeah, like, it would be interesting to do commissions, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know what I would do. Like, because I have thought of a few guidelines / rules of like things I would and wouldn't do, where it's like, hey, if it's an Etsy pattern that you saw online, like I can't do that, or like any patterns from magazines or any of that, I cannot do them. I would have to design them myself, most likely. And yeah, I wouldn't feel, I don't know. I just would feel very nervous doing that because it's like, hi, I don't really do pixel art much. And then I have to figure out how to do the pixel art while also figuring out what colors to use for thread. Was alright, thanks for asking. No problem. But that's good. I get what you mean. Yeah, like, there's just so much anxiety for, like, because it's like, if I was a digital artist, I would most likely say, yeah, heck yeah, I'll do commissions. But since most of my stuff is physical items, like, quite literally, like, I could be susceptible to, like, scammers being like, hey, I didn't receive my package, I'd like a refund, and they actually did receive it. But yeah, like, I would make sure there's clear rules in my TOS if I did do commissions, being like, once I've mailed it, like, actually, once I start work on it, refunds are not acceptable. Like, once you pay for it, like, I'm not refunding it, because once I start working on it, yeah, like, I'm gonna be working on it. If you're gonna tell me, like, hey, I want changes or any of that, it's like, you need to tell me that the moment I give you the rough sketch, because after that, I'm following that exact sketch, and if you didn't like it, too bad. Because I'm not redesigning it when I'm stitching it, because that means I am ripping out every single stitch that I've done so far, if I am at the stitching phase. After that, it's like, no. Like, I'm sorry, but no. You had your chance to change things. Okay. Adult money, I would commission you so fast for elaborates. Oh boy. I mean, that's one thing that it's like a little iffy about, because it's like, technically it is Nintendo. It can be copywritten and possibly be sued because of copyright stuff. So it's like, yeesh. to leave Twitter, Silver. Why are you about to leave? What's happening? What's going on? Okay. And that wants you to make you leave because, like, if they blocked you, it's probably just because they saw that you're 18 plus and don't want to, like, away from her. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's the problem. I was gonna say, like, I don't see the big problem in that because it's like you never really interacting with her. It's like also 18 plus. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is with 18 plus, it could literally mean like they don't want children to interact with them, not because stuff they post is 18 plus. Like, you never know why a person says 18 plus, so I'm just like, I don't want to assume that they're the 18 plus of like, hi, I put lewd stuff on my Twitter. More of, hi, I'm 18 plus because I don't want to interact with children kind of thing. I just always assume the latter just because I'm like, I don't want to assume a person's lewd unless they say they are. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like, okay, you don't want to interact with children. Understandable. But yeah. But at the same time, it's also, like, I also don't see a problem with that either. Like, yes, it's disheartening, but at the same time, it's like, if you hardly ever interacted with her, and didn't plan on interacting with her, it's like, what? Like, it's not too much of a loss. Sure, again, it's disheartening to be blocked, but at the same time, it's better to be blocked by someone you barely know / interact with. So I wouldn't say, like, to leave Twitter because of that. If it's because of all the rumors, though, and a lot of people are harassing you over that, it's like, I would say, like, take a break from it, just because, yeah, it's, like, toxic. It's not fair. Yeah, well, a lot of things aren't fair, but it's like, again, I would much rather someone I don't interact with block me, rather than someone that I could trust or I felt like I was friends with block me. So yeah, whether it's fair or not, it is what it is. There's not much anyone can do. Like, if that's what she thinks and that's what she believes, that's what she thinks and believes. Again, I would just say don't worry too much about it. Because you never know what life has in course for everyone. Coming from him. What do you mean you knew it wasn't coming from him? But also, if you got bad vibes from him, honestly, I would say this is a blessing in disguise then. Because you're eliminating yourself from those people. Well, not you're eliminating, but they're eliminating themselves from you. Like, if they're the ones that think you're the toxic one, then it's like, oh well, so be it. Think I'm toxic. Not gonna hurt my feelings. And if it makes you happy, whatever. Do whatever makes you happy, people. Like, I frankly do not care. Because, in the end, there's a lot of other people that probably care more about you than those people. Because again, they've never interacted with you. You've never really interacted with them. There's not a net loss. So yeah, I wouldn't dwell on the thing of like, it's not fair or stuff like that, because just, again, not everything's fair. And if this is the one thing that's going to bother you, where it's like, it's not fair, it's like, honestly, just, it's not too upsetting. A few times on his TikTok lives. I see. But yeah, it's also like 18 plus accounts. I don't really interact with those, so it's like I don't know what's posted on them, but it's like depending on the postings, that could also explain why. Where it's a thing of like, they might just jump to conclusions just because of what is being posted, where it's like, no, I'm just posting this to post it. But now after that, being blocked by his girl, yeah, no, I'm out before they get me. Yeah. Yeah. This is also why I'm just like, I'm very careful with like stuff like that, because it's like, I quite frankly, like, I just would rather not interact with couple postings or like postings that have someone that looks like it's a certain way and then being like, oh, but they're taken. So I'm just like, I'm not interacting with this because this feels like a trap. Like most of the time, I like at most what I interact with couples is like a friend and his boyfriend of doing League. So yeah, and it's like it's very fun and all that. But yeah, like any postings, anything like that, I'm like, unless I know both people, I don't interact because I'm like, I don't know if like one of the people is possessive or any of that, or is like, hey, you interacted with my boyfriend/girlfriend's post, can you please not? Because I'm just like, I don't want to be in that situation. Of course, if that person's a friend, like a close friend of mine, I'm gonna just be like, no. Like, sorry, buddy, but like, they're not just yours. Sorry that they have friends and you probably don't, but yeah, sorry, but no, I'm still gonna interact with them. Whether it pleases you or not, you're not isolating my friend from their friends. Like, just, no. Sorry. The Huntress... We're talking about Twitter here. You think Twitter people have logic? Like... That's the main issue that's also shown. It's a Twitter argument. No one wins. Even if you have all the proof and evidence, people are still gonna just pile on you saying, that is not true. It's Twitter 101. If you have a controversial thing to say, you don't say it. Okay, that's actually a sticky situation then, if he is very flirty with chat, because... Now I can't, like... Was she right for blocking? No, but at the same time, I feel like... Because I'm now thinking of whenever I was in a situation with my ex... where they were, like, they were poly, and, like, I was in a relationship with them, I was happy, and I assumed they were happy too, but then they were like, yeah, I'm gonna look on polyamorous groups on Facebook, and it's, like, not really, like, they asked me if I was poly, but then they were just looking at poly Facebook groups, and it felt, for me, made me feel really crappy, because I was just like, I said no, but why are you still looking at me? Like, am I not enough? And that might be the same situation of where she is, where it's like, she feels a bit inferior because he is still very flirty and interacting with the chat a lot, where it's like, she feels like she's in constant competition with other people to get his attention, when it's, in actuality, he's not doing it in the intention she's thinking, but to her, it's the whole intention of, like, he's still flirting around with people. Like, what do I have to do to be enough for this person? Like, that is what I'm thinking. Like, that is what I'm thinking. It might be the reason why you're blocked, and if that is the case, it's like, I would not be mad or disappointed at all, because it's like, was it wrong for them to do that? Yes, but at the same time, I can very much, like, sympathize with if that is how she's feeling, and if that's how she gets peace of mind, being like, okay, like, just eliminate, like, in a sense, eliminating the competition. Because she doesn't really care if you are actually flirting with him or not. It's a sign of, he's flirting with you, you're talking to him, A plus B might equal C, she starts feeling she's not worthy, and if that's the case, it's like, if anything, it's mostly a her problem, in a sense, because she's getting in her head, doubting the whole thing. And again, this is all just based off of assumptions in my own personal experience of possibly a situation similar to it, where it's like, again, it's not right, but at the same time, it brings peace of mind, being like, okay, I got rid of these people, or these people I don't see anymore. Like, even if you're interacting with their posts, they don't see it. Like, out of sight, out of mind. Bite her in the butt. Yeah. She's letting her insecurities get the better of her, and it's going to bite her in the butt later on. Well, that's a sticky situation, because it's like, could it bite her in the butt? Sure. But at the same time, we don't really know what's going on with them. Like, we don't know what's behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on. Like, we don't know if she's said, like, hey, can you please stop, like, flirting with these people? Because it's making me, like, if they've had that kind of talk, then it's like, okay, it's more understandable if he's still flirting, and she asked him to stop, and he agreed, but he continued doing it. Then it's like, okay, in the sense, the boyfriend would be in the wrong, but in her mind too, everybody that flirts is in the wrong too. Or even just interacts because it's seen as flirting or trying to get to know him better to move on to the next step. Where in her mind, it might boil down to the thing of, like, they're also in the wrong because they know, like, the other person knows that the person that's flirting is taken, but they're still interacting with this person, possibly flirting, possibly getting feelings because they are being flirted with. So it's, again, I would just say, like, move on from it, don't worry about it. Just, yeah, like, it's a whole sticky situation, and it really has, like, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with you. It just has something to do with feelings of their own. Possibly it's something to do with the relationship. Like, at the end of the day, it is not a you problem. Is Polly, and I think his girlfriend is as well. And again, they still flirt with their friends in their chat. Yeah, like, it's the thing of, like, as long as it's communicated and both parties are okay with it, then it's like, okay, no one can really get mad. Because both parties agreed to it. And it's, like, it sort of reminds me of this Am I the A-hole story, where it's like, the husband wanted the wife to be like, we have an open marriage / open relationship kind of thing. And so later down the line, the wife was getting a lot of people that really wanted to sleep with her and just do things with her. And the husband wasn't getting any of that action with anybody else. And so he then was like, am I the a-hole for wanting to say, like, hey, let's actually not have the open relationship even though I was the one that said I wanted it? Because it was the whole thing of, like, well, he wasn't getting what he wanted, and the wife was getting a lot more, and he was getting jealous. And it's sort of like, sir, like, this is why you need to talk things through. Make sure that it's, like, what you both are wanting are both what you're actually getting. Because if not, then it's like, it's going to leave one person really crappy, and the other person getting more attention than the other. And just at the end of the day, it's just like, well, it's a lose-lose situation, because who knows? Later down the line, it might lead to loss of feelings for each other. And if that's really what you want, cool. If not, then it's like you two really need to have a sit down and be like, hey, I am feeling this kind of way because of X, Y, and Z. And this is also why I'm sort of, like, very hesitant with being like, I want a relationship. Even though in my head I really want it, it's also the thing of like, well, there's all these things to consider. And it's like, also, I don't know what kind of person I am into, or if, like, the kind of person I'm into is really the best for me, and yada yada yada. Because, yeah, I would rather have someone that's very understanding of me and my boundaries and stuff like that. And, yeah. Because it's the thing of, like, the mix of, like, I want a person in my life so that I can feel loved, but at the same time I'm like, but I also don't need a person, and I just want to do my own things, and it's just like, what do I do? Because it's like, I want a person, but at the same time, I don't want a person. Like, I want a person just to feel loved and be in a relationship, but I don't want to lose the freedom of being single, kind of thing. Say it's okay, but otherwise, yeah. And a lot of my mutuals that I've known for the last 2 to 3 years have been in relationships for 10 plus years, and they still flirt with me and their friends and chats as well. Yeah, like, honestly, it also just boils down to the person, too. Like, just because one person is very flirty doesn't mean the other person is. Like, they very much value monogamy. They're just like, I am seeing this person, this is it, this is final, please do not flirt with me, I am not interested. Like, no thank you. Thank you, next sort of situation. Because, yeah, they just don't want to deal with the feeling of having to compete just for their significant other's, like, affection and love and time and stuff like that. But yeah, again, it just boils down to communication and making sure that both parties are comfortable. Because if that's, like, if they don't feel comfortable, then they need to fix something. Or they just need to recognize, hey, you need these needs, I need these needs, but we're not meeting either of them. So I think it's just best to move on from each other. Like, that would probably be the final step. And if it's getting to that stage, it's like, probably best to remove yourself as fast as possible, because it's not going to change. girl did, but I am, because I've never been in a real relationship before, and I don't know if I'll act the same way because towards someone else, the way she did. Yeah, yeah, I would just say, like, don't be too mad at her, just because it's like, the only context you have is, like, you're communicating with her man, he's very flirty, so it's, like, literally, like, you don't know what she's, like, you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. She might have asked him to stop, she might be dealing with people that are actually flirting and, like, trying to get to her man, so it's like, don't be too upset, because it's like, you don't know what she's trying to deal with, and whether, like, the relationship will continue or not, who honestly knows. But yeah, I would just say, for your own sanity, just out of place, out of mind, don't dwell on it. Don't look at it, and just, yeah. So stop, but I'm sorry. For me, that this felt like a step too far, so I have them both blocked and banned on it. Post about it for something I wasn't doing. Telling people to stop. Wait, to stop flirting with him? Or like, stop what? Cause, yeah, like, cause it's like, telling people to stop saying they're going to steal him away from his girl. To that point. Yeah, I would just say, like, if, like, in that context, I don't think you were the one being punished. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just a whole sticky situation. It's just like, yeah, like, if he put out the boundary and people aren't listening, it's then no longer their problem. Like, in the sense of, like, he's asking to stop, but people aren't listening. So it's like, if anything, if you're being punished, it's by association because of other people. And that's sort of crappy, but it's just, yeah. Ugh. And if you weren't making any of those jokes or saying that sort of stuff, then it's like, I personally don't see it as a punishment for you, but if it's like, other people are saying that you're gonna do it, then it's like, okay, whoever those people are, you just need to remove them from your life, because it's just, yeah. She's probably a mod in his chat. She could ban me from his chat the next time I go in. I don't know what to say then. Because, yeah, like, because it's, in my mind, it's like, unless someone else was saying that you were gonna steal the person, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Just, if you want to stay on Twitter, stay on Twitter. If not, then okie dokie. But let's... just, yeah. Drama's drama, drama's done. Let's not talk about it anymore. As I've updated the rules a little bit, so... yeah. That's good. Yeah, just not your problem, out of mind. Weren't people too important, so yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I see 2 pings. Hold on. Let's explore what those pings are. Oh. They're in my own channel. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah. So, future plans for me, I'm probably just going to stick with shiny hunting and cross-stitching at this point, because I just haven't been enjoying any games recently. Like, sorry, not sorry, but I just, yeah, most of the games I have on Steam now, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just gonna play them just to get them finished, and I'm not, yeah, no, thank you. Like, Valorant, Overwatch, and League, I can really only enjoy with friends. A lot of the Steam games I have, I'm just like, I don't even understand why I got these. I'm, like, just, yeah. Like, sure, more options for streams, but at the same time, I'm just like, yeah. When will I actually stream it? That's the question. And yeah, I just enjoy stitching a lot more in Pokemon shiny hunting, so yeah. But I was debating on whether to actually do shiny hunting or not, because it's like half the time I feel like I'm just bored. Bored out of my mind, feeling like it's not coming today, so yeah. Okie dokie! Okay, both these batteries are charged, so yay. Let me actually unplug one of them. Oh, sorry. I scraped by the microphone. Sorry about that. Talk to you about this stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry again for bringing something like this while you're streaming. It's okay. Just, yeah. Again. At the end of the day, it's not your problem. No. I'd say give it some time. One day, maybe go back there if you really want to, and just vibe. Like, and if not, then that's your choice. Because one thing that is for certain is there is a huge oversaturation of streamers. So, just because you say goodbye to one doesn't mean there's not others to talk to. Just more so a thing of like, hi, I have to know you now. But, yeah. But yeah. But also these situations, I'm just like, I don't know what to say half the time because I barely interact with people. Like, I have a set group of friends that I hang out with, but outside of that, I don't interact with streamers much because I'm just like, hi, this requires effort and getting to know the person. I don't really want to do that. Like, not saying like they're terrible people or any of that, but it's just like, I'm good with just the amount of people I'm friends with. Like, I am good, settled, situated, and just, yeah, I'm also just like, I don't really want to network around, because that's also a lot more energy to exert, being like, eh. Just, eh. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just happy to do what I do. And if people find my little corner, they find my little corner. And I'll just be happy with that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, hi, I am Gremlin in my own little cave. If you want to come by and say hi, you can come by and say hi. If not, then I don't know. You'll just miss my streams or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just someone that doesn't get social media a lot of times because I'm just like, is this really necessary for most of this stuff? Like the networking, the like Twitter posts, the like shorts, the stuff like that, where it's just like, hi, I enjoy posting raw videos and stuff like that. I'd rather be found that way and be seen as more genuine than editing and trying to be a funny person. Because I'm just like, am I funny? Sure. But I don't like trying to edit and make myself intentionally funny. Because I'm just like, that's not genuine to me. Like, I'm sorry, but that's, no. Just, no. I don't really care to, like, be very bombastic or really out there. I'm just like, I just enjoy doing my craft. I enjoy shiny hunting, I enjoy cross-stitching. That is all you need to know about me. And really, I enjoy showing that stuff off live. And if you want to be here, you can be here. If not, then it's not going to hurt my feelings. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be getting encounters in and cross-stitch finishes in. And that's all I really care about. And if people don't understand that, then it's like, okay, you don't have to understand that. Like, I don't understand people that feel the need to constantly edit and make stuff funny. Because, again, personally for me, I've always just enjoyed the live stream format. Just seeing everything live, seeing the raw footage. Because it feels more genuine that way. And I rather would, like, do I like funny edited stuff? Yes. But I don't like it to a point where it's, like, very, like, they're trying to push down a personality down your throat, being like, this is who I am, where I'm like, this is not who you are. You are not always this upbeat, hyper, like, on 5 cups of espresso kind of person. Like, just, no. And if you are that kind of person, then it's like, I personally myself feel drained. Because I'm just like, you have a lot of energy. Like, I'm sorry, but just no. Am I going to tell the person to tone it down? No. Because it's, like, not fair to them. But if they keep bothering me, then I'm just going to be like, yeah, I'm probably actually going to ask them to tone it down because it is too much for me. But if they are a streamer or any of that, I'm not going to be like that because it's like their stream, I'm here as the guest. And yeah. Like, if I find a problem with it, I can just leave. But yeah. I don't know. I quite frankly don't know what, like, because I also saw this thing of, like, antisocial versus introverted. Like, what's the difference between the two? And then I'm like, okay. Like, it wasn't an actual, like, you are this or this. It's more of a thing of, like, here are some signs that could lead to this, but aren't 100% certain. And I'm like, I don't feel like I am any of this stuff for antisocial, but then I'm like, I don't, like, more of the things of, like, with the antisocial, it's more of, negative traits, being like, you're, like, putting people down, like, these kind of negative things, where I'm like, I don't think I do that, but then it's more of a thing of, like, but I do feel like I'm antisocial in the sense of, like, getting to know people or stuff like that, because I very much am just a person that's like, I like doing things. Like, I don't like small talk. I don't really like any of that sort of things. I'm just like, if we're gonna do something, let's do something. If not, then, like, please, like, let's move forward, please. Like, just very business mindset of, like, if you're just here to talk to me and waste my time, please don't do that kind of thing. Because, like, it's just the thing of, like, I'm here for a purpose, and I assume you're here for a purpose too. Let's just get on with the purpose. And, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why am I counting? I can literally just look on the pattern and be like, what do I have? Where does this line go to? And it goes to the top of the O. Ugh. One, two, three, 4, 5. I'll just get this color finished with. I'm gonna fill in the words probably last. I'm gonna just get all the signs done first, so that I can then just work on the lettering in there with the really light yellow. And then, yeah. we're gonna have a fun party afterward. Not actually, but just, yeah. So after this, I might be like, hi, I am gonna be done for now, just give my hands a break, probably to go get lunch and stuff like that, and then come back a bit later being like, okay, I want to do another piece. 'Cause, yeah. I just like stitching. Like, stitching's fun, stitching's a nice hobby, da-da-dum. Like, if it was a choice thing of like, if I had to either give up ever looking for love or give up cross-stitching forever, I'm gonna just be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna give up trying to look for love forever. Like, sorry, but cross-stitching is way more important to me, because I enjoy it a lot more. Screw love when you can do what you love. Because yeah, at the end of the day, my perfect life is small apartment with a nice paying job, being able to still stream and talk to people online, and being able to cross-stitch. That's all I care about. And again, if I have to give up the sense, like, not the sense of being loved, but the sense of needing someone to love, then I'm just like, okay, I can live without that. Like, I don't need anybody to love me in a romantic way. Like who the hell cares? Like, Goodest Boy streaming? No, the Goodest Boy is not streaming because you're here, Fluff. The Goodest Boy would be streaming if you decided to start streaming, Fluff. But no Goodest Boy here. Near the goodest. You're the bestest, then. If you're nowhere near the goodest, you're the bestest. But yeah, I guess it's also a thing of, like, the reason why I just don't really feel the sense of, like, needing to, like, just easily being like, okay, I can get rid of, like, if I had to choose between cross-stitching and finding, like, true love, I would get rid of true love, like, trying to find true love, just because I always am the person that's, like, expecting everybody to just leave me. Whether it's, like, they give me a reason or not, I'm just like, I am fully prepared for people to just up and be like, hi, I don't want to be your friend anymore, and just leave. Like, I am fully prepared for that, and just being like, okay, cool. Like, thanks for at least telling me. But if they don't tell me, it's then just like, okay, so I no longer have contact with this person. Oh well. Awesomeness, take it or leave it. I leave it. I shall leave it. But yeah, I'm like, quite literally, if I end up alone in this world, like, literally all friends cut contact with me and all that, I'll just be like, oh, okay. Like, would it bother me? Maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'll still be living. And I'll still be stitching, so, So, who the heck cares? Don't need nobody. Which is probably frustrating to some people. But for me, I'm just like, this is just how I am. Like, just, yeah. I always think that people don't want to interact with me, or done with me. And then I'm also just like, but people actually do like me because of X, Y, and Z, and then I'm just like, I'm just like, I don't know what word to best describe it, because the first thing that came to mind is inconvenience, but then I'm just like, no, that's too harsh. Because I don't find it an inconvenience at all, it's just more of a thing of like, A, not understanding, but also B, being like, these people are going to leave eventually, so, let's not get too attached. Kind of thing. Where it's like, it's not good to think like that, but at the same time, it's just like, that's how I've just always thought. And again, is that mindset going to change? Probably not. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I still quite frankly do not understand people. I don't understand people in the slightest, and I'm just like, Like, every day I play the roulette wheel of, does this person even like me? Yeah! And then I just overthink it, being like, I overthink messages, and it's sort of why I always, unless I'm very comfortable with you, why I always hold a formal tone, because I'm just like, hi, how are you? Like, I don't know how to approach you, and formal tone is my default of being like, hi, I want to interact, but I don't want to seem, too overly friendly, just in case you don't like that, but if you don't enjoy the formal tone either, I don't know what to tell you. Because this is most comfortable to me, and yeah. I just, yeah. Me no likey. Well, not me no likey, but just me confuzzled. Why I'm always just quiet in VCs, because I'm just like, I don't know how to contribute to conversations and don't know what to say, and just, yeah, if something happens, something happens, and if something's said, but I just, yeah, I like remaining quiet. I have the right to remain silent, and anything can and will be used against me. And I am just like, okay, I'll just remain silent. Nothing can and will be used against me then. Sorry. But I also just like being a mystery. A lot of times being like, do people know what I actually like? People probably know a few things, but overall it's just like, nope, nobody really knows what I like. I'm sorry. But just, yeah, I like leaving it that way, because I'm just like, nobody knows what I like. And I don't want anybody to know what I like, because if that's the case, it will either lead to conversations, or just things, like people trying to get me a thing, or just something that I'm just like, I don't want. No thank you. Just no thanks. I'm sorry. A prime example is my family too. They don't know what I like, and I'm just like, cool. I don't want anyone to know what I like. I'm sorry. I'd rather leave it that way, because, yeah. I just like being a mystery. And being left alone. Well, not being left alone, but I'm just like, yeah, if you expect me to have a conversation with you, expect just default, just conversation things being like, I see, oh, okay. Nothing that's, signs that I'm listening, but signs that I'm like, I don't have anything to say. Because I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Just as long as talking and messaging me makes you feel better, that's all that matters in the end. Because just, yeah. But yeah, it's just, overall, I don't have any interest talking about my interests. I don't really have any interest in learning things that can be a conversation. I don't know. I just, I'm weird in the sense of just, like, I avoid socializing, but I'm like, I also want socialization. But then when it happens, I'm just like, fall silent, don't do anything, don't say anything, we're just gonna vibe. Why just vibe in here? Just lay down and vibe. Exactly, like, don't have to worry about talk about me, don't have to worry about talk about problems, don't have to worry about talk about, like, trying to keep a conversation going to be like, oh, have you heard this interesting thing? Where my brain's just like, no, I have not, and I don't care to. Like, that's literally, like, I know it sounds harsh, but I'm just like, that's just how I am. I'm just flat out just being like, I like listening. And it's not even a thing of like, I like listening to people's stories. I just like hearing voices. That is what it boils down to. I just like hearing people speak. Not because of what they have to say, but just because I like the sound of it. Is that bad? Like, I feel like that's actually bad because now I'm being like, now thinking about it, being like, there probably will be a situation where someone's telling me their life story or breaking down, and I'm like, I'm hearing their voices and being like, ooh, voice is nice, but then when they ask me something, being like, so, did you get all that? Like, am I bothering you? I'll just zone back in and be like, what was said? Like, I would be so confused because I'm just like, I listen to the voice. But whenever it's actually trying to listen to what the person's saying, it's like, yeah, I'm probably not the best person for that. Why I'm also like, if, like another thing, if you have any bad news for me, last fowl has been born, nice. But yeah, like, I'm someone that's like, if you have any bad news for me, do not ever call me. Like, in the sense of, like, I will flat out be so confused and be like, I don't know what you're even getting at. Like, because I'm just like, I hear what you're saying, but it's not clicking to me. Where I'm like, I need it to be like written down or something so that I can actually read it over and over again so that I can process being like, okay, what is even happening? Like, what is wrong? Why is this wrong? What is going on? Like, hello? Like, what's going on? I don't have any water. Nah. And I don't feel like going to get water, so, because that requires movement, and I don't want to move. Did I just hear no water? Yeah. And I don't want to get water. No, thank you. Heard that someone doesn't have. Yeah, I don't have water. And I don't feel like getting it. Because I'm not thirsty. And plus, I don't really have anywhere I can place the cup right now. My desk is a mess. It's a mess. That was a stretch break. I'm stretching as I'm doing this. Pretty much just changing my posture up a little bit. Dun 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 dun. Maybe this is why I also just like single-player games. Now that I'm actually thinking about and saying all this, I'm like, I probably don't play a lot of multiplayer games unless I'm with friends, because I just get annoyed with people. Because I just don't want to deal with them being like, hey, you should have done this. I'm just being like, okay, cool. Like, I quite frankly do not care. Like, do you, like, did I even give you a hint that I care about winning this game? No. Like, you can screw off with your sweaty butt. Like, if you want to sweat, go to ranked. Like, really. Like, if you're going to throw an attitude and try to flame me, flame someone that's actually worthy of being flamed. Like, because I, myself, do not care, and I'm just playing for fun. If you don't understand the concept of fun, you probably had a miserable childhood. Or, like, just don't understand the concept of, hi, I don't care about ranked or competitive. There are people like that. Yes, they exist. And if you don't understand the concept, then I don't understand the concept of even playing ranked or stuff like that. Like, overall, just have fun to have fun. If you don't, then it's like, oh well, you lose. Like, I'm not the loser for losing the game, you're the loser for how you feel. And trying to flame other people and blame people for their mistakes when it's just like, either the other team was just extremely organized, or the person flaming us is actually the one that was doing terrible. And it's just like, it's just comical seeing them getting pissed off when everybody else was pulling their weight and they were the ones that were just not even doing anything. Like, yesterday, did a little bit of League, and Garen was like, just, like, worst teammates ever, and then I just typed, at least, like, pretty much the Garen the whole time was running under the enemy's turrets to try to kill people, and then they got swarmed, like, because it was ARAM, and they were getting swarmed and killed, and so I was just typed back, like, at least we're not the ones diving tower to get people that aren't even worth it. And then someone was like, I haven't even seen you use your R yet. And I'm like, yeah, because I either get ganked and killed, they group up on me, I'm the first one either dead because they're targeting me, or I'm trying to use my R and it's just not triggering. Like, I could have used my R a lot more, just not when there were enemies around. Is that what you wanted? Like, that, I could have fixed that really well if I just did that. But otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, like, don't tell people that they're brain dead or stuff like that, because it's just like, yeah. is not nice and just, yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. Yep. Like, just overall don't flame people, because if you're flaming people, it's then just gonna make them feel crappy and not want to win. And actually want to lose, so that it's like, you're not having fun because you ruined their fun. Like, if you're not happy with one person, don't even say anything. Like, either they're trying their best, or, like, something's just happening, or they're just not having a good day, or they just are a terrible, well, I don't want to say terrible player, just an inexperienced player. Because not everybody's at the same level as everybody else. Like, for example, in Valorant, I'm like Iron. I'm an Iron player. So I don't want to hear, like, people that are above me flaming me, because I'm like, yeah, I already know I suck. Like, you think what you're saying is gonna, like, make me better? Like, I'm sorry, but that's not how that works. Like, if you want me to be better, give me actual advice. Like, that's what will actually get you a win? Not, hey, you suck. Because if you tell me I suck, it's either gonna boost my morale down or make me not want to win and possibly purposely throw. Of course, I would never actually purposely throw because I don't want to get banned and just, yeah. I don't want the whole team to suffer just because I don't like this one person. Instead, I will just be like, hi, you're annoying. I, like, mute you, goodbye, don't care. Adios. But yeah, aside from that, it's just like, I really could care less about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, if you're just coming over to me and saying that I'm trash, I'm just gonna be thinking like, oh, yay, pointless words, and a pointless person coming over here telling me stuff that I don't really care about. Like, sir, what is your point of coming here? Because if it's not for any actual purpose, you are wasting your time, you're wasting my time, and I'm just gonna go about my day with you being salty and me being like, next game. Yeah, like, because it's also, my brain's just like, it's turned off towards, like, people, because YouTube has recommended a lot of videos throughout my life, most of them being, am I the a-hole? Or spoiled brats, or, like, rich people not being connected to reality, or people just fighting for whatever the hell the reason is, where it's like, it's not even necessary, nor, like, an actual reason. So I'm just like, at this point I'm like, people are dumb. If anything needs to happen to humanity, it's probably a mass extinction because there's so many things that are wrong. Case in point, Fortnite. The Fortnite dances, the middle schoolers that decided that those were cool. What else? Oh, yeah, the fact that, people think, people in America having trauma because of guns, because I sure as hell probably have a little bit of that. Because, yeah, like, most of my life, middle to high school, my school was always susceptible to bomb and gun threats. Yeah, it felt like every month in middle school, there was a threat that there was a bomb, and it would explode, and you know what I did? I still went to school, because I was just like, I quite frankly do not care. Like, if there's an actual bomb in the school, okay, my choice, I regret it. Like, I'll regret it probably, because then I'll just go boom. But if it's a bluff, then it's like, okay, well, I got more knowledge. I got education. Don't care. Like, I'm not staying home just because someone threatens there's a bomb. Like, why the hell would I do that? Just means the hallways are more clear. Like, literally, like, if a bomb or a gun threat happens at school, and you're someone that doesn't like staying at home with these threats, the positive side is most people would probably stay at home, so you will have clear hallways to walk down. Like, literally. So if you need to get to your classes very quickly, go whenever there's a threat to the school. And unless it's like, unless the threat is very serious and they decide to close the school down, like, literally, you can just walk down the hallways, being like, it is so clear, it is so quiet, I don't have to worry about this, on to the next class. Because it's also a thing of, like, with those bomb threats in specific, they never specified where the bomb was. Like, understandable, like, why would you ever say there was a bomb in a certain room, but it's like, it was never clear where it was, and so it's just like, Like, I feel like if there was a bomb threat, it would be like, do not move, like, we're gonna blow up the cafeteria with a bomb. Like, do not move, do not come to school. Like, if you don't do these things, we're gonna blow up this specific sector. And it's like, okay, that makes it more of a threat. But it's like, if it's just a general, we have a bomb in your school, it's like, cool. Who asked? Like, that's literally the energy that I had for most of, like, middle school, being like, there's a bomb in the school? Was it said to be in a certain room? No? Then I'm safe. Yeah. Silly speaking the words of the nation. Like, literally, it's like, most middle to high schoolers are traumatized. They just don't know it because we've accepted it as a new normal. Literally. We're just like, oh, fun. This is happening now. Like, hey. Like, I'm very iffy with guns now. Like, my dad likes having guns, and he has a gun safe and all that, and he actually got me and my sister, like, a gun so that we could go to, the shooting range and stuff like that, but I'm like, I never said I wanted this. I don't like holding a gun. I don't want this. Like, I'm sorry, but no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I never asked for this. I never said I was gonna use it. Like, all I responded was, cool, and maybe. Not a yes. Like, I don't ever want to wield a weapon, because those have been threatened to be used on me for most of my life. Not directly towards me, but just like, if they threaten the school, in a sense, they're threatening me. They're threatening my friends. They're threatening the teachers, the principal, all that jazz. So yeah. Guns have more rights than humans, to be honest. Yeah, like, yeah. 4, 5... Like, there needs to be something done about it. Like, not get rid of all guns, but it's like, literally, like, it's literally the meme of, like, you could go to a Walmart and buy a gun, and they don't care about your age. Just, there needs to be age, like, sort of like how you need to be 16 for a driver's license, 21 to be able to drink, that sort of stuff. It's like, you need to have gone to a therapist or a psychologist or whatever to even be able to use guns or own them. Because it's just, yeah, you're owning a weapon. You don't know what that person's gonna do with the weapon. You need to know what their mental state is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And also, there just needs to be an age to own a weapon. Make it 21 or something. Don't make it accessible to high schoolers. Like, it is dumb. Literally, a high schooler will go to a school and threaten to shoot it up because someone cheated on them. Literally, it will be some pathetic reason like that, or that they don't like a teacher. There's been countless times that a school has probably been shut up because they got failing grades by a teacher, or a teacher just didn't like them, and that was their motivation, and it's stupid and unnecessary, and it's just like, why the heck are things like this? Like, I don't care. Like, I just, there needs to be something done, because, yeah, like, you don't know how many times, like, there's, like, for a day or two. How did you get to this conversation, my friend? Are you okay? Do you need hugs? I don't know how I got here, but yeah. But just, ugh. There was a day or two Twitter was just showing me, and like Twitter and YouTube showing me court cases. Live court cases. Where most of them were teenagers. And their crime was either bringing a gun to the school, threatening to shoot someone, or actually almost attempting to. Like, again, guns in school is pretty much a common occurrence, and it's not even funny. It's not fun. Ugh. Just, again, something needs to be done about it, because it's stupid. It's probably me being a pacifist, because I'm like, I don't even see a reason why we need to have guns in our house. Like, what? No one's like, aside from burglars and thieves, but it's like, no one's invading our houses. Nobody's doing this. Talking about toxic people in games. Yeah! Oh, yeah. I still don't understand how we got onto this conversation, though. But, yeah, just, ugh. People are crazy, people are insane, we don't like them. Ugh. Like, am I someone that's like, I want world peace? Probably, but at the same time, it's like, there's never gonna be peace. Hi, Sketches VA. How are you? That's one hell of a leap. Yeah. How are you doing, Sketch? But just, yeah, like, people are dumb. I don't understand people at all, and I don't see reasons. Okay, but I'm sick right now. Oh no! How long have you been, like, have you recently gotten sick? If so, I hope that you're feeling better. I hope that you get better. But yeah, that's all. A few days. Have you been feeling better? If so, yay! If not, then no. But yeah, I hope that you start feeling better. Also, I have a feeling my Canon battery is gonna die soon, so I'm gonna have to replace it. So, screen might turn black for a hot second because I'm doing battery switch, but yeah. Today isn't too bad. That's awesome to hear. That is good to hear. But yeah, welcome on in. We're just talking about dumb stuff. In the sense of just schools. And just, yeah. Schools and trauma. Schools and trauma. The best combination ever. But yeah, Ty, I probably do need a hug, because it's also like, freshman year of high school, I was bullied very badly in Intro to Culinary. I was bullied, and I didn't like it. Hug. Thank you, Sakura. If anything, I just need a hug in general from, like, a friend or something. 'Cause I haven't had one in like 3 years. That's how long, actually. Now thinking about it, like, overall, hanging out with friends outside of school, it's been like a good 5 years, I want to say? Give or take? 5 years? Yeah, I don't know. Is that a good or bad thing? Making my girlfriend, aka Sage the Goddess of Love, a crochet blanket that's purple with pink strawberries. Oh, that is awesome! How's it turning out? How much progress do you have on it? But yeah, that is awesome! I wish I lived closer to my internet friends. Everyone is so far spread apart. Yeah. On the 4th row. Started it the day I got sick. Nice. Not that you got sick, but nice about the project, the progress. The project's project. Why is my mouth making it feel like the Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers kind of thing, where I'm just like, project progress. Ugh. Also, it did the music, and I think it did. Yes, it did. So... Hoyovers, hello. Think for real though, out of all my internet friends, I'm the only one who lives in the Midwest. Yeah, I live on the East Coast. I mean, so here's the funny thing with me and my family. I'm like a huge outlier. And like, when I mean outlier, I'm more so mean like, here's the funny thing. I'm the only one in my family, like, out of my siblings and my mom and dad, I'm the only one that's born on an even number day, the only one that has a vowel as my first name, the only one that was not born in the South. Like, and there's probably a few other things, too, that I'm just like, I don't fit the mold with everybody else in the family. Like, I was born in Colorado. My first name starts with an E. And just, yeah. What was the other thing that I said? Oh, my birthday is March 4th. Everybody else's birthdays are on an odd number day. And I guess health stuff. I'm the only one in my family that has one kidney. So, yeah. So that's fun. So yeah, my dream of being able to play soccer and all that sort of got washed away with that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm suddenly just being like, like, this is depressing stream time, being like, hi, this is what happened in my life, but I am a-okay. Trust me. But yeah. And Puku Muku. But yeah, just, things are what they are. It is what it is. And I'm still living, and honestly, who the heck cares about stuff? My experiences are my experiences, and I still have plenty more to gain before the inevitable. But during that time, I will just, yeah. I'll just continuously judge people and question why people make the choices they do. I've been doing short streams of my progress on the blanket, but I get too sick after a bit and always have to end early. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're able to host a longer stream, maybe, if that's what you want. I hope that you're able to, cause yeah. But yeah, as long as I live, I will just continuously judge people, whether it's communities, individual people, or just being like, hi, I just want to hate someone today. No, that actually sounds worse in my, like, saying it out loud than in my head. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always that one, like, those moments and times that you're just like, I really just want to dislike someone to dislike someone. And then you just look online and you're like, there's all these influencers and YouTubers that are just, why? For example, like Tana Montague, Jeffree Star, James Charles, Shane Dawson. Like, those people. Those are the people that are just like, why? Gabby Hanna. Maybe Nikki Doll? I think that's her name. Nikki Doll or Nikki something. She was on Escape the Night. Just Patricia, or not Patricia. Trisha Paytas. Not the fact I used to watch them. Yeah, like, it's weird how, or like, Nikocado Avocado. It's like, weird how it's, for most of those people, they were very nice and genuine people. But then it's just like, it's upsetting to see, like, to see how they turned out. Like, it's just like, where did they go wrong? What happened to them? And it's also sort of upsetting when it's like, you go back to, like, a few of their videos. Like, for example, Gabby Hanna. For example. Like, I'm just going to use her as an example. It's upsetting now, because whenever I look at her, like, you know, like the not Twitch, the Vine compilations that are on YouTube. At first they were all funny and all that, but now that it's like, knowing what she's like and what she's done now, it's now just a thing of like, you look back at them and are like, this is in bad taste. Like, what the hell was she thinking? Like, Jesus Christ, like, this is actually terrible. Like, and it's not even the thing of, like, it's actually terrible, or it was actually distasteful, but now thing of, like, you're pegging terrible things that she probably said that was in a comical way, and it still is in a comical way, but now just being like, I'm using this against her of why I hate her. It's just, ugh. It's upsetting. But it's also why I don't really watch blog style or like that kind of videos anymore. Like, just at this point, YouTube is more of just about listening to music for me, if anything, or watching a few gameplay stuff, or like what I've been into recently is listening to the Backrooms lore. Just finding interest in that and actually watching those kind of videos because I'm like, it's mysterious, it's a place that it just seems very interesting for someone or a collection of people to have come up with. And so it makes me very curious as to what like new creations they're going to make, or like the VHS tapes, like the Walton Files, the FNAF VHS videos, What else? The Baddington tape. Meta Cardis. Or like the websites, like Welcome Home, and just other ARGs. And it's like, those are actually very interesting to me, and I would love to watch like a lot more. Who go out of their way to find bad things about people and then tell their friends off for watching those people. Yeah, the thing that I find most annoying about those kind of people is, especially, like, this is more directed to the Twitter people, of them digging up tweets, being like, hey, this person said this in 2015. They're a terrible person. It's like, honey, that was 2015. Like, it is now 2023. That's like, what? Like, what? What? Why are you using that against them now? Like, excuse? Because one thing that I do know is like the R slur, the one that's basically targeted towards the mentally ill and stuff like that. That word. It's like, it's a little bit entertaining seeing people trying to cancel others for saying that word when it was like a common, like, it was a common word back then that didn't have the meaning it does now. Or at least not as serious of a meaning, and everybody was just like, yeah, this is fine. But now all of a sudden it's like, oh, this person's terrible because they said this in 2004 or 2016 or whenever, like, that time frame was. And it's like, sort of late on calling that out now, because that, like, if somebody was to do that now, understandable. But digging it up from a person's past and then just being like, trying to cancel them now, it's like, what? Like, that's also how you lose meaning to a word. Was friends with this one person who said I couldn't watch BBH because he said things, again, asexuals or something 5 years ago. Yeah, just, if those people are going to be like that, it's just like, there's nothing you can do about them. At the same time, like, if your friends are going to be like that, it's like, well, they're going to be like that. Not my problem. Out of sight, out of mind. Sorry, but you can't dictate who I do and do not watch. If you don't like it, sorry, but, like, I'm not changing my mind. As far as I know. Yeah, like, bread between the... Okay, yeah, no. But yeah. And also, there's been a situation recently that's just, like, it stressed me out a little bit, but it put me on a set path where it's, like, sort of that same situation, but it's, like, it, like, the whole situation was a he said, she said situation where I'm now just like, no, what? I've come to a conclusion of what I'm going to do about that situation, and I'm not doing anything about it. Like, literally, I don't care about he said, she said situations. Like, unless, it's like, if you have screenshots and proof of it, I will choose a side. Otherwise, it is not my problem. Not my problem. Do not care. Like, have fun figuring it out yourself. Like, I don't want to be roped in choosing a side when I'm like, I don't even know who is wrong in the situation, because one side is claiming this thing, and then the other side is claiming this other thing. Like, why am I having to choose? I don't care. Like, no. If anything, I'm just like, okay, I took what they said in mind so that I can watch out for it in case it does happen, but otherwise I'm like, sorry, I'm not doing anything about it. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm just, no. Not my problem. So into cancel culture, it made me feel bad about myself because I apparently watched all these bad creators, when in reality it was just some creators making simple mistakes in the past, aka being human. Yeah, and that's the thing that sucks also, like, with being a content creator as well. People ignore the fact that you're a person. they literally forget that fact. And it's just like, hi. Like, what the hell do you want me to do? Like, not make mistakes? Be a robot? Like, if that's what you want, just replace me with AI. Because that's apparently what a lot of people are doing nowadays. Like Grammarly, for example. Like, I literally got an ad for Grammarly that literally, I know I'm saying literally a lot, but just, it was an ad for Grammarly AI, where the ad showed a person writing a prompt being like, their daughter in sci-fi, and it wrote a whole novel about that prompt. And I'm just sitting here staring at it being like, Grammarly, you're kidding, right? You're joking. You're promoting the AI thing that a lot of, like, colleges and schools are saying, like, if you use these, you will be banned. You will be kicked out. You will get zeros for these grades. Like, really? Grammarly, that is not the move you make. Because now you've pissed off probably the authors, like the author circle. Like, you probably pissed off all publishers, editors, authors, like, just people like that. You probably just pissed them off, like the art community, who are pissed off at the AI art. And it's just like, ugh. And then recently, there's YouTube Shorts as well, showing AI chat. And I am literally being like, why are we moving to this? Like, naked, huh? Where it's like, okay, so we're going through the cycle of how we became an AI overlord movie. Like, where AI is nice and all that, but at the same time, I'm getting a sneaking suspicion we're slowly going over to where AIs are just, yeah. Thank you, Sketch, for the follow. But it's just, yeah. It's weird. And I don't know how to take all this. Because I'm also someone that doesn't like change. First and foremost, I don't like change. Because if I am comfortable with what I have, / what I've been using, I am comfortable. I see no need to change. But the moment stuff starts changing, I'm like, hi, where's the bunker? I need to go hide. I need to go hide for a year before I actually embrace. Because here's also another thing. I'm always late to trends and stuff like that, because I'm just like, I don't care. I'd rather do the trend when it's not a trend anymore. Because it's like, hi, I'm doing the trend when it's a trend. Great, I'm now, like, either posting or trying to make something in an already oversaturated category. Where it sucks. It's a sucky situation. Like, I don't care if people call me tacky or, like, you're late to the trend. It's like, it was a trend, it probably still is a trend to some people, and I, quite frankly, do not care because I enjoy it. Like, if you have problems with trends, tell that to the people that are still dressing up as if it's the 80s to 90s or the 60s or stuff like that. Like, tell those people the trend is ended. Because the thing that they're going to tell you is like, no, they enjoy it. And that's really what it's all about. If you enjoy the trend so much that you want to keep doing the trend even when it's not a trend, keep doing it. No one can tell you to stop or not stop. If they tell you to stop, then just laugh in their face and be like, haha, no. To enter into the fashion designing community because of trends. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't get the fashion. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't understand the fashion for most of them. Cause what I do, like, with fashion designing, what I see it more as is art. Where it's subjective of where you get it or not. But the thing that I don't understand is like how most of this is conventional. Like how is most of this fashion in a sense? Like, for example, there was a fashion show where it was all the same dress, but like the dress was upside down on one girl's head, the dress was cut in half, the dress was like literally only on the person's torso, and I'm like, what is this? Like this does not feel like fashion. This feels like just more expression of what a person's trying to say. Like I don't know. Like when I imagine fashion, I imagine like new designer brands coming out with things for the public to wear. Where I'm like staring at these new designs and I'm like, when is anybody in public gonna wear this? Where at this point I'm like, if you're gonna say it's a fashion show, I would rather that person say it's an art show. Cause that's what it that's what fashion shows are now. It's just art shows. It's not even about the fashion. It's more about like cuz it's also like most of the trends are dumb. Cuz they shouldn't even be trends at all. Like I'm sorry, but just they don't look good. They look neat as art pieces, but as actual clothing, it's like why? Hi. Like no. Just do not. Should not. Want to be a fashion designer, but make sustainable fabric that can be recycled and have an environment. Met Gala costumes be like, honest. Something that I've been like looking at the Met, like I've never really looked at the Met Gala, but I've always heard things about the Met Gala, and it seems like at first it was good because everybody was on theme, but nowadays it's like every single Met Gala at this point, no one gets the theme. Nobody is like fitting in. Literally, it's like they have a theme, and then everybody goes into something that is everything but that theme. And it's just like, huh. Interesting. And even this most recent Met Gala, a lot of the familiar faces weren't even there. Like, Zendaya, like, being one of them from what I heard, wasn't at this most recent Met Gala, and she's probably one of the best dressed. Like, whether she fits the theme or not, she's always one of the best people at the Met Gala. Yet she wasn't there this time. So it's like, what happened? Like, she probably got busy, but it's like, just, again, everybody else just doesn't fit. Like, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, making sustainable fabric and recycling, that is awesome. Because, like, isn't there, like, a company that makes fabric out of, like, plastic material? Or, like, fabric thread, that sort of stuff, that makes it feel like cotton? Think so. Yeah, like, that would honestly be amazing. And I've actually had an interest in fashion designing as well, but most of my fashion designing has been more of turning Pokemon into outfits. Because I don't know, I've always had more interest in this. You're talking about, I heard it on CNN before. Yeah! One that makes it out of old socks because they're usually that just thrown away. Ah, how dare. I mean, actually, I can understand why throwing out old socks because it's like if you don't find the other pair, it's like, what? Why do you even still have it? Like, what are you supposed to turn it into? A sock puppet? You know what? It's people make sock puppets. Someone's audition, like, there's going to be auditions for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared Season 3. I'm just kidding. Imagine though. But yeah, like, It's honestly the thing with me, like, thinking about recycling, too. It's like... Just, yeah. It makes me think of, like, the wildlife conservatives, or, like, the, not rioters, but, like... You know what I mean? Like, the synonym to rioters, the people that go around and are like, do this because we need to save these things. It's like, it's always a lose-lose situation in a sense, because it's like, for example, say if there was a fundraiser to clean up the island of trash that is in the ocean. Great, we pick up the island of trash. But where does that go now? Because, like, we don't really, like, a lot of people don't recycle. And if we burn the trash, we're going to be polluting the air, and then people are going to start saying, like, hey, we should not be polluting the air, stop burning the trash. And then we don't burn the trash, but then we just have it on land. And then we're like, hey, we need to actually not have the land polluted. And then people are going to riot about, like, hey, we're polluting the land, we need to stop it. And so it's just like, where do we put it? We can't put it in the water, because then we're going to hurt the sea life. We can't put it on the land because we won't have any room to build, or we're going to be affecting the land life. And we can't do it, like, we can't burn it because it's going to break the atmosphere and also kill the air life. So it's like, what do we do? Like, do we just shoot it off into space and start polluting the space now? Like, I don't think the aliens are going to be happy about that. They're probably going to send it right back as meteors. Lose, lose, lose until we figure out a way to safely dispose of it. Exactly. Like, there's probably some stuff that just should never have been created, but we've created it, and there's too much of it. To a point where it's like, hi, we don't know what to do with this now. Japanese fashion, whether it's traditional or street fashion. Okay. So, my PNG tuber, he is, like, before he became a jellyfish person, he was a character that still goes by the name Lucas Larthic. And most of my inspiration for, like, his outfit or what his personality would be is based off of one section of Japanese fashion, which is Harajuku. The Harajuku fashion. Because I'm always just like, I love the bright colors, and I love the outfits. So yeah, I based him off of Harajuku fashion style. Without, like, in a fun twist. But yeah, hold on. Let me finish this row, and then I will show my starting soon screen, so it's like, so that you can see what he has turned into, where it's like, there's still a little bit of Harajuku inspiration in it. Maybe? I mean, he is based off, like, this design is based off of Splatoon. So, yeah. Like, a Splatoon version of Lucas Larthic. So, yeah. Let me just pull the thread up now. Whoa. Oh, I heard they found these bugs or something that can digest plastic and turn it into Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I hope that helps. But yeah, so this is my character. Jacket, crop top, boots, and pants with fun designs. Where's another? Let me get another image to show him off a bit better. Here. Like, that is the whole outfit of my character. So yeah. Harajuku fashion. I'm not sure if this would be considered as Harajuku fashion now, but that, like, his whole shtick was sort of based off of that. So, yeah. Okay, Canon will make you that cosplay right now. Don't test me with a good time and good art. Oh my god, no. No cosplay. But yeah, like, that is literally, like, that is the whole design of my character. And I'm actually very happy with it. Because it's the weird thing of, like, it was just supposed to be a one-time art thing that a friend did. Because so, I'm in a different server with characters, and she started drawing all of our characters as Splatoon-like characters. So, like, the Inklings and Octolings and all that. And then she made this, and I was actually absolutely in love with it. And then I asked, hey, can I actually use this as my model? And she was like, sure. And then she started making a lot of other things where I'm just like, you don't have to do this. But, yeah, like, she's very happy that I'm using it as my model now, because I'm just like, I actually just love this design. I just like it a lot. So yeah. I never mentioned I make cosplays. Ooh, nice. What sort of characters do you typically cosplay as? Like, do you tend to go for, like, bright and colorful characters, more mature looking, fantasy-like, more realistic? Like, what's sort of your cup of tea? What's pretty bad because it was rushed, but it was Snow Miku. Ooh, Snow Miku. Oh, that reminds me of something I saw. So there's one person that I believe did the Strawberry Miku and did a whole, like, video series based off of making, like, the wig, all, like, literally she trooped through, like, beading. She made a bunch. Sarah Spaceman. Yes, I think that's the name. Yes, like, just the amount of strawberry beaded patches she made. It's just like, holy moly. Just holy moly. And she did have a Discord. Like, I think, yeah. Okay, so I joined her server for a few days and then I left. Mainly because I'm like, I joined it mainly because I'm like, I'm a threat, like, I'm an embroidered, like, I'm a cross-stitcher / fiber artist, so maybe I could somewhat relate or do something in there, but then whenever I was looking around, I'm like, I'm not actually a cosplayer, I just like doing cross-stitching and fiber arts and stuff like that. 40-inch diameter hat. Holy moly. Was it a witch hat? Because I feel like I've seen that thumbnail or video. But yeah, I joined her server as well for a few days, then just left because I'm like, I've never cosplayed. Have I had an interest in it? Somewhat, but at the same time, I'm just like, most of the stuff I was seeing was like different fabrics to use for like lining or what's more comfortable with these things. Tips on wigs and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. It was sort of the thing of like, you get invited to the cool kids party, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna go, and then once you're there, you're like, no one there, and the music's just blasting, and you're like, I don't actually like this music, and then you see all these other people dancing around, or like, doing other things, and you're just like, I don't actually like these things. Why did I say yes again? Just very much an existential crisis of being like, why am I even here? What did I think would happen when I come here? Like, so yeah, I joined for a few days. Was like, not my cup of tea, but I still do have major respect for like just the cosplayers and what they make, because it's like sewing machines are a butt. Like, I understand that fully. Sewing machines are complicated, are a butt. Materials are complicated and a butt. Just everything and anything to do with cosplaying, it's like, it's fun but also torturous, because it's like you have the plans and the blueprints and all these things to do, and then it's like one small miscalculation or you accidentally did the wrong stitching. It's like you either have to use a seam ripper to rip out all the stitches you did, you gotta scrap the fabric you're using because it wasn't actually as breathable as you thought, or stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I could never imagine myself doing that, and I just have major respect for that. Like, honestly, it's like, whenever I see those things, I feel like saluting to them as if they were a soldier, being like, you are doing, like, amazing work for us. You are a brave soul for attempting this. So, yee. But Snow Miku, that is awesome! Were you at least happy with how it came out? Like, was it comfortable to wear and all that? If so, then that is all that matters. If I send my cosplays in the server? Yeah! Where would they be sent? Let me... One thing that I'm, like, feeling like I need to do is reorganize my server or something. Because just, yeah. Because there's a lot of things that I have that I'm just like, why do I even have these? Like, I have a game section, but it's never been used. I have all these other things that I'm just like, why are they even here? But yeah, the invite is invalid. God freaking dang it. Discord, why are you a butt? Wah! Hold on, let me get the invites. Invite people. Hidden use copy. Here you go. But yeah, it's a butt. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm questioning why I even have, or if it's even needed. Oh, camera died. Can I just finish these 2 stitches? And I am finished with this color. So now all that's left is all the yellows. So yay! Oh, looked like, oh no. Pokemon Go, why'd you make it look like there was a message? Ugh. Okay. Charge the battery. Change the battery pack. Got it. This doesn't feel like it's loosening it. Hold on. There you go. But yeah, we are also getting very close to finishing this piece. So I'm very happy about that. Where am I gonna do more stitching after this? Maybe, or I might take a break and maybe come back later with another piece. Like, give my hands a break, give myself a mental break, being like, hi, I've been in this chair for 3 hours at this point. So, yeah. Right? No. Nearly 2.5. So, almost 3. Almost 3. And then, what do I do? Do I do the other? Do I do the top of the sign or the words? No, let's do the top of the sign so that I can get these 2 colors done and just focus on filling in the words and not have to worry about it. So 3820 is the symbol K. Should I send the images? It's the images of the characters I plan to cosplay this year. Where should I send? You could send them. Hold on. You could send them where I pinged. So maybe there. Again, there's not much organization. Like, the server's organized, but also disorganized. Again, it's probably gonna have to get a revamp or something of that nature. But yeah, I don't know. So in order for it to be revamped, I need to know what will actually be used and what isn't. And server isn't too, like, yeah. This goes back to earlier where it's like, I'm someone that very much just settles with, like, a group of people, like, a few select individuals, instead of, like, trying to talk and get to know everybody, because I'm just like, I find comfort in just knowing a few people. Where it's like, I love interacting with other people on stream, but then it's like, when it comes off a stream, I'm like, I don't know how to interact with these people. Because it feels more weird in a sense, because, I don't know. Because I know for most of the time, I'll just sit in silence while listening to others in a call. Like, that's what I find most comfortable. It's just listening in while other people are having fun or stuff like that. Ow, my ear. Aww. All these are cute. I recognize one of them. Sailor Jupiter or Saturn? No, that's Jupiter. Jupiter's the green one, right? I get you, Sylvie. Yeah, like, it's a thing of, I wanna be more interactive with people in my server, but at the same time, I don't know how to, aside from, like, the pinging people being like, good morning, hope everybody has a good day, but then it's like, I know it's gonna get annoying sooner or later, and I'm like, I don't wanna constantly be pinging my server every single day just to ask people how they're doing. I don't know. Like, yeah. Because I feel like if they're in other like streamer servers, I know that's probably happening to them as well, where it's like a bunch of good mornings, and it's just like yeah, I would rather not give them a headache with a bunch of pings. But heck yeah, Jupiter! Yay! I'm surprised to remember, because I've never actually really watched Sailor Moon, except in elementary school, where my teachers put it on. And it was a black and white version of it, where it was this weird floating crystal thing. Like this weird floating crystal looked like a seed, and it floated into a cat like puzzle piece, like not puzzle piece, but a cat puzzle, and it turned into a vicious cat girl. Where it's like, thinking back about it, it probably was a bit suspicious in the sense of like just how the villain was drawn, where it's like I don't think it's actually appropriate for like second or third graders watching it, but same time it's like, yeah. But yeah, that was my introduction to Sailor Moon. But other than that, I don't really watch animes or know much about anime. Like, I do have a favorite anime where it is. Hold on. This. This is Yogi from the anime Carnival. And yeah, I just really like that anime because of Yogi. He's actually one of the inspirations for my character as well, for my own character. So yeah. A wall scroll of my favorite anime. What is your favorite anime? Also, I have removed my headphones, so if anything, like if any sound alerts or any of that happens and I'm not reacting to it immediately, it's because my right ear is hurting a little bit because of headphones, so yeah. So I'm listening to how I'm talking in real time. Yay! Oh, the music's off, isn't it? Hold on. Is it off? Yeah, it's off. It's done. Dun 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 dun. My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Fairy Tale on my wall scroll has Natsu and Ignil on it. Ooh, nice. That is awesome. It's my favorite Sanrio character. Oh, what Sanrio character is that? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know that Sanrio character. Because I'm like, I know Hello Kitty. I know someone Kudo. Like the bat looking one. Not like looks like Hello Kitty with a bat hoodie. And at first I thought that was Pom Pom Pudding, but then I was like, no, that one's yellow. So I don't know who that is. Cinema Roll. Oh, Cinema Roll. Yeah, I've heard of them. Cinema Roll. Nice. That is awesome. Cinema Roll. Cinema Roll. Hee. Okay. I'm like, I feel like I am a little crazy because it's like one wider on this side and it's like a row of 6, but then it's also like, yeah, but there's other stitches here too that's a different color. So don't go insane, Silver. Just don't go insane. You're counting correctly. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so we are slowly getting this done, so all that's left is more yellow up there, and then the yellow words, and then we're finished. And then it comes the decision of what piece do we do next? Do I do a Pokemon sprite for the Stitch decks? Do I do another Magazine Mayhem piece out of the Contemporary Cross-Stitch Collection magazine that I am currently referencing? Well, currently recreating. I'm not saying referencing because that's just like as if I'm making the patterns. I'm not making the patterns. I'm copying them and just doing them just to add to my collection. Smeargle Stitch decks. I don't have the colors for Smeargle. At least not good colors that would best match it right now. I'm sorry, Ty. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll get to Smeargle eventually. He will be done eventually, I just don't know when. But yeah. I will do the Stitch decks, and I will stitch him eventually. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna do the Stitch decks except for Smeargle. Like, you know what? With this, I'm actually... You know what? Just to make it even more painful, Smeargle's gonna be the very last Pokemon I ever stitch. Like, I'm gonna stitch every other Pokemon first, and then we'll do Smeargle. I am met with disappointment. No, I'm sorry, Ty. I didn't mean it. No. Because, yeah, that would... If I was to do that, that would be like, what? I wouldn't get to Smeargle for... years? So... yeah. When the world was new. And along comes Lucy, this thunderbolt. He's up to off those suckers, gonna drop measures in its path. Like, okay. When in doubt, if the project's out of camera, out of frame, move the camera, not the project. Speaking of, let's push it. No, not push it to the side. We're gonna push it up like that. There we go. then it is time for the letters. Which probably I should have done first because my brain is being like, I don't have to fill these in. Da 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 dum dum da dum dum. Mamma mia, here we go again. Mama, how can I forget you? Also, I'm a little dum-dum, 'cause I thought I... So, on speedrun.com, I misread the times for the Rusty Lake game that I played, and was like, I want to speedrun it. I misread the times. So what I thought was 3rd place was actually 5th. I got 5th place because, for whatever reason, I thought I got 15:53. What I actually got was 18:53. So, yee. I'm an idiot. But either way, I still uploaded and made a thing for it, so I still am on the leaderboard. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, as long as the run has been submitted and I'm happy with it, that's all that matters. Because if not, then I just need to keep going and get a record or time that I'm actually happy with. But yeah, I just am like an idiot. Because I feel like the people that are also going to verify it are going to look at me being like an idiot. And then I'm just going to be like, yeah, I misread. So, that keyboard cat? What do you mean, keyboard cat? Huh? Is an ad playing? Hold on. What keyboard cat? What do you mean? Again, I don't have my headphones on because my right ear was hurting, but I'm gonna put it back on. I put them back on. Ah! I thought I heard it. Maybe? I'm currently doing the Amori. A Home for Flowers, Poems in the Fog, Sugar Star Planetarium, Snow Forest, A Single Flowers Bloom, and what's currently playing is Where We Used to Play. So maybe... I've never heard of it? So maybe it is. I couldn't tell you. Fine, you won't be disappointed. I will in a bit. Mm. That's me. Sorry. Okay. One more word and we have a finish. Okie dokie, we got it done. We're done. Yay. Hold on. Did I get here just for the end? Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry, Colin. But we got this done. So, hooray. I like cutting it to patch sizes, but yeah. Time to explore. We're now at 9 more left of these to do within this, the Contemporary Cross-Stitch Collection. So yeah, we got 9 more of these left to do, which is this. And I can't really show most of the stuff finished unless I finish them, because all the stuff are patterned. Like, they're the patterns, so yeah. This magazine wasn't exactly free, so I'm not going to be showing any of the patterns, because if you want to get them, you gotta pay for them, just like I have. But yeah. And who knows, maybe I'll come back later and stream another one. Or if not, then we'll probably do another one like tomorrow. So yeah. But after 3.5 hours, it is done. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I've just enjoyed zoning out and doing the process of stitching. So hold on, let me... Oh wait, I can't put it in just yet. I'm like, let me put it in my binder, but I have to take a picture of it first. First and foremost, picture. There we There we go. And now let's find somebody to raid. But yeah, also, how's your day been, Colin? I hope it's been well. Okay, let me pull these 2 out. You down there, you right there. It's been good, just chugging along work. Nice! I hope work's been treating you well. Shove it down, and then... There we go. I was like, yeah, you got a Requinit. Hard drive installed in my PlayStation, which was nice. Nice! That is awesome! Also, something very happy. I am now officially at 51 cross-stitch finishes. 51! I am happy about that. So, yeah. So, it's safe to say I am most likely making it to 100 finishes by this year. Like, that is the goal that I've set for myself, 100 finishes. And yeah, hopefully I do make it to there, but if not, alas, it will be what it is. But we are making it that journey. We're gonna try to make it to that long. Okay, these batteries are charged. This one needs to charge. And I can turn off the ring light. Yeah! Okay. Let's just find somebody to raid. Let me also put these away so that I don't lose any of the threads. Well, Twitch. Anybody cross-stitching as well? Not really. It's annoying looking at the cross-stitch tag and it's just like good portions of them aren't even cross-stitching. That's annoying. Okay, let's actually go raid this person. Let's go raid Judigan, who is doing some shiny hunting for Rockruff. For a own tempo Rockruff, so yeah. So there's the raid command, and yeah, I'll see everybody either later today or tomorrow with more cross-stitching. So yeah, till then, I hope everybody has a good, great, amazing day, and yeah, wee.